Speaking with Xavier Gilbert, assistant coach with the team here in Melbourne. Xavier, a good training session this evening. Take us through what happened.
Yeah, it was a very good training session. They were buzzing from the get-go, from just before the warm-up, and we saw it right throughout the session. And it just goes to show that the girls are ready and ready to go. The training session was pretty much how can we exploit some areas that we think will be left available by the French, and also how to curtail some of their strengths in terms of how we defend, especially in the wide areas. We know where they're going to want to exploit us, and they're going to counter-press a lot and try and force us through the middle and do a lot of pressing from there and then go directly. They play a lot in transition. So the session was pretty much how to curtail some of the things that we anticipate that they have been doing over the past few games and how we anticipate they're going to attack us.
What do you learn from the last game, that's a practice game that we had, that you could use in the game coming on the weekend?
Well, we did our analysis and we showed them some clips of some of the things that we did well because we use part of that game was also being used to prepare for some of the things that we would have wanted to do against the French team, and we did some of that, and even the goal that was scored was as a result of what we did before in terms of playing forward, and even the throwing that we practiced that resulted in a goal. So there were lots of positive that we took out of the game that was part of the preparation, and we showed that to the team today in terms of what we call the red zone, areas that we want to hit and areas that we had to protect, and how we play in transition against them.
Of course, we also saw the French team play on the weekend. They were beaten 1-0 by Australia. Did you learn anything from that?
Of course. And I mean, we saw some things which we have been analysing the French from even before they got here. And it just kind of solidify and confirm some of the things that we saw in previous games. They really don't change their style of play. They were pressing and counter-pressing. The Australian didn't ease up either. They faced them front on. And we saw where they struggled a little bit, especially playing out at the back and coming under a little pressure. And even isolating some of the centre-backs and taking them 1v1. But those were some of the things that we got out of the game and what we saw. But we saw how they play up front, and we have to be mindful how they attack and how they defend up top.
Is it a dream to beat the French, or are we just dreaming, or is there a possibility that we could get something from this game?
I mean, nothing is wrong with dreaming. Sometimes you dream and the dream comes to reality, so nothing is wrong with that. But I think we really have a good chance. And if we play smart, and if we contain them, I think as we go along, it will get easier for us. We do have quality players. There is no doubt about that. I mean, that we can match up against them. Psychologically, I think our top striker is also rearing to go. They know that she can be an handful. She has played against them in their league before, and they are mindful of what she has been doing and how she has been progressed. So of course, certainly, and it gives and leaves opening for others in the attacking phase to capitalize, and those are some of the things that we want to exploit.
I noticed Jodie Brown, who was injured on the weekend. She's back training and looking good today. Not in terms of on the ball, but she trained by herself.
Yeah, it's just managing and ensuring that we have a full team and everybody available for selection ahead of our first game. We don't want to rush into anything, and it's just her keeping back her physical. But I mean, she'll be fine. I mean, the nature of the injury is not something that you can be alarmed about. I know it's a soreness and it takes a little time, but with treatment and everything, she'll be fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.